And here it is. We go again. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. One man went to tomorrow. Here it is. We go again. I'm going again. I hope you're coming with me. The session commences and your company is required. It's going to be a somewhat very short session this time around because I have some commitments that I have to meet. But nevertheless, we will fulfill the first installment of this day, because today, of course, a momentous day within the Nigerian political journey. So the journey to the presidency actually formally kicks off from this spot, and we shall track it all the way through. One man went to mow, the eagle has landed.
Water, only water, only water, where they see my water. Hapa you don't come oh. Hapa oh night oh. Oro keke elemu ye o. Ide shodi ya kekere elemu re o. Bobby master kekere elemu re o. Chifu Wailati kekere elemu re o. Erukulele elemude. Erukulele egbe elemudodo jare o. Erukulele Ghana ti de everybody o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹyẹ o ó dilé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹyẹ o ó dilé o. Petrosoname ẹyẹ o ó dilé o. Petrosodunke ẹyẹ rẹ̀ ó dilé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run mẹ́kọ̀. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And there it is right there. Iku Koniru Agbeche, the care guides. Iku Koniru Agbeche, as guys, I bring you this. I'm just going to launch straight into it without any more preamble. So let me just launch straight to it because really of the pressure of time. Anybody that is interested to come and have a conversation, the hyperlink is in the comment section. So if you want to come and join me on the screen, just click on that hyperlink. So we start with this. MKO Abiola Fayose reveals MKO Abiola Fayose reveals dangerous plan against Tinubu. So here is Fayose taking Tinubu down memory lane. Former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, has said the powerful cabal in Mohammed Buhari-led administration are plotting to let me start that all over again. Former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, has said the powerful cabal in the Mohammed Buhari-led administration are plotting to give Bola Tinubu the MKO Abiola treatment. In an open letter to Tinubu on Monday, the PDP chieftain said it was obvious that Tinubu was swimming against the tide. Fayose stated that the national leader of the APC needs to proceed with extreme caution. Going by the handwritings that are now clearly on the wall, if I may consider, sir, I see you as one that may be swimming against the political tide of the cabal in your party. They are equally preparing for your actions and reactions and are fully set to contain same as they did both Awolowo and Abiola, he said. Speaking further, Fayose noted that Tinubu's empire, which comprises almost all the 6 Southwest governors and ministers, as well as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, had been balkanized. He said the responses to the Abeokuta outburst by some of Tinubu's allies in the north and the south were something the former governor must worry about, Fayose added. Unfortunately, your kingdom has been badly balkanized if what happened in Abeokuta is anything to go by. The book of Proverbs 22 verse 3 reads, sensible people will see trouble coming and avoid it, but unthinking people will walk into it. So here is a text. This is like a called picture of Fayose's letter to Tinubu. So it might well be somewhat difficult to read. So it's not somewhat like a picture capture of his letter. So it says, open letter to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Dear Asiwaju, let me start this letter to your good self, whom I consider to be one of the leading lights of the Yoruba nation, as a letter that may not be patronizing, especially for the content based on the subjective views I will express here as a Yoruba man and not a politician. I equally wish to state that I am not an APC man and will never be. I am writing based on my observed views and the attached possible dangers about your good self against tomorrow. One of the undeniable facts is your outburst in Abeokuta, which is a clear indication that you clearly saw a political danger to which you reacted. This informed the basis of my writing to you now. I equally read the reactions of your political allies both in the north and in the south. The reactions gave me great cause of concern for you and your life. Again, I see danger. As I acknowledge, as a knowledgeable student of history, whom you are, our great state sage, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and the celebrated winner of the June 12, 1993 general election, Alhaji Moshood Kashimawo Abiola, were led to the Golgotha by a self-acclaimed champions of democracy. I am sure the same people may advise you to ignore my advice. Going by the handwriting that is now clearly on the wall, if I may comment, sir, I see you as one that may be swimming against the political tide of the cabal in your party. They are equally preparing for your actions and reactions and are fully set to contain same as they did to both Awolowo and Abiola. Unfortunately, your kingdom has been badly balkanized if what happened in Abeokuta is anything to go by. My advice, the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3, the Good News Translation, sensible people will see trouble coming and avoid it, but unthinking people will walk into it. Again, Asiwaju, for reasons of not being misinterpreted, I would like to stop here and allow you to take your decisions, good or bad, as a wise, full-grown adult that you are. So that is Fayose, of course, stating the obvious. But Tinubu really is not in a position to back down. He has to play it to the end because he's too far into it now to back down. But are they going to kill him in the same way that they killed Abiola is the thing. But that would be too obvious. But would they care? But we see what plays out. APC governors recommend Tinubu, Oshibanjo, Amechi, Fayemi, Umahi for presidential primaries. So it looks as though now they have now categorically we cannot use the word categorical anymore, really, although decisions will be made today one way or the other. But the selection field now, they are telling us is these five names. But then, of course, they've told us so many things that we would not, like a rational mind rightly said, and correctly so, even though I pushed them hard, until you see it, you can never trust these people. Governors elected on the platform of the All Progressive Congress APC and the party's National Working Committee have recommended 5 aspirants for today's presidential primary of the party, whilst advising the remaining 17 contenders to step down. Those who got the nod of the governors and party leaders to remain in the race are former governor of Lagos State, Bola Tinubu, a former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi, Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi, and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong, who disclosed the development on Tuesday morning, said the list of shortlisted frontline candidates has been presented to President Muhammad Buhari, who he said okayed the recommendation. The president told us any of these 5 are qualified to be president and have contributed to the party APC. He said he was comfortable with any of them, Mr. Lalong said while speaking on Channels Television's flagship program, Sunrise Daily. Our recommendation is to enable us to give direction for the party as we go into the primary. We cannot go with everybody, but in our view, these are the people we think should remain. The Plateau State Governor said the 5 recommended aspirants were also advised to hold consultations amongst themselves to enable them further reduce the number of contestants. On how the list of frontline aspirants was arrived at, Mr. Lalong said, the screening committee submitted a report. All the contestants were graded, even though none of them was disqualified. Mr. Lalong, however, added that the contestants not shortlisted were free to disagree with the recommendation and proceed to contest at the primaries. The latest development appears a blow to the plot by the APC National Chairman Abdullahi Adamu to foist Senate President Ahmed Lawan on the party as a consensus candidate. The Presidential Screening Committee had last week okayed 23 aspirants for today's primaries, and it goes on to give us the list of the names. So there it is right there. So that is still in the realms of recommendation. So they are making a recommendation which is not a categorical thing, and they have not forced other contestants to step down. They are making the recommendation for them to step down, and they've given this list of 5 to Malam Buhari, who says okay. So that really adds or removes nothing, especially how we in the way that we're seeing this game play out. So it has to play out to the full end before we then know who the candidate is. So from that to this, because the reason why this fight is so fervent is because whoever gets the APC ticket is guaranteed to be the Nigerian president, and Malam Buhari guarantees that. So here is the guarantee. APC is winning 2023 presidential election, says Buhari. So now you say this is a rallying call, but it is not really, because whenever Buhari speaks, he only ever speaks as he knows it's going to happen. He told us that he was going to. He said in an interview in 2019, they said, well, he said he's not considering the options of losing in 2019 because he knows he was going to win. So for him to say he was going to win in 2019, you had to say that that's a man just trying to exude confidence. But he actually told us categorically that he will win against the tide and the experience of the Nigerian space. So he knew something that Nigerians did not know. And he's telling you again that his party will retain the space. So if he tells you he controls INEC, he controls the judiciary, and he controls everything. So essentially, he wants to pick he did say he was going to pick his successor, and this is why the APC fight is so fervent. APC is winning 2023 presidential election. Malam Buhari. President Mohamed Buhari says his ruling All Progressive Congress APC is on its way to winning the 2023 presidential election. We are on the way towards winning our 3rd straight victory since 2015, Mr. Buhari said in a statement issued by Femi Adesina. Mr. Buhari stated this at a meeting held on Sunday at State House, Abuja, with members of the National Advisory Council of the party. He said the meeting was convened to provide leadership and direction during the transition period, adding that the motive was to strengthen our unity and to focus on building upon our electoral fortunes. I am optimistic that the outcome of this consultation with the National Advisory Council will, in addition to sharpening our focus, help to fortify the positive democratic principles, practices, and culture that already exist within the party system, explained Buhari. In the course of these consultative processes, I have already met separately with the progressive governors and with all our eminent members who are aspiring to become the presidential flag bearer for our party during the 2023 elections. He disclosed that his meeting with the stakeholders had been fruitful and indicative of a party that is prepared and marching towards a third victory since 2015 at the presidential polls. Buhari further mentioned that at the meeting with the governors and the aspirants, he underscored the important roles consensus building and consultation have played in the survival of successful political parties around the world, and urged that our party should not be an exception. Reiterating his position, he stated, recognizing the foregoing, therefore, I also emphasized the need to strengthen our unity, stabilize our internal cohesion and system, as well as present a formidable presidential candidate who as well as present a formidable presidential candidate who has the ability to build a unified nation and the capacity to deal with our challenges. He admitted that the APC presidential aspirants consisted of eminent personalities, rich in experience, capacity, commitment to service, and accomplishment in life. This gives us a lot of confidence, but it also comes with its challenges, Buhari further acknowledged. He said in the circumstances to prevent any post-convention acrimony and also reduce anxiety amongst members on the possible outcome of the process, the party leadership recommended consultation and consensus building. In his opinion, this will reduce the number of aspirants contesting the APC presidential primaries. So there it is right there. Faragov is telling you that it's going to win, whether you like it or not. But who carries that flag, we know today. So make sure, if you are listening now, make sure you come, especially in the evening. So we start from 9:35 UK time. They will have their announcement for around about 10 p.m. So their announcement will come around about the time that we're already streaming. APC presidential primary. Voting begins 6 p.m. Winner to be announced by 10 p.m. So there it is right there. Either way, we know today. The election of the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC will start today by 6 p.m. at the party's national convention in Abuja. According to the schedule, eligible delegates from the 36 states and the FCT Abuja are expected to arrive at the venue between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. The venue of the APC National Convention is at the Eagle Square, Abuja. The timetable of the convention released by the party shows that the welcome address will be delivered by Abdullahi Adamu, the party national chairman, by 3:40 p.m. Meanwhile, the presidential hopefuls will be allowed to deliver their remarks between 4:45 and 5:45 p.m. After that, President Muhammad Buhari will deliver his speech at 5:45 p.m. The delegates will start voting from between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., whilst the result will be announced at 10 p.m. The governors elected on the platform of the APC and the party's National Working Committee have recommended 5 aspirants for today's presidential primaries of the party, whilst advising the remaining contenders to step down. Those who got the nod of the governors and the party leaders to remain in the race are former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu, former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi, Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi, Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi, and Yemi Osinbajo. Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong, who disclosed the development on Tuesday morning, has said the list of the shortlisted frontline candidates has been presented to Buhari, who has okayed the recommendation. The president told us any of these five are qualified to be president and have contributed to the party APC. He said he's comfortable with any of them, Lalong had said. Our recommendation is to enable us give direction for the party as we go into the primary. We cannot go with everybody, But in our view, these are the people we think should remain. So there it is right there. This is now the last readout, and then we'll see if there's anybody available. So this speaks still to what is going on today. And this is AKEREDOLU straddling two horses now, the Owo incident, but also the presidential race. This is AKEREDOLU speaking. So Rotimi AKEREDOLU, Abdullahi Adamu on a frolic of his own. My attention has been drawn to an expensive joke purportedly enacted by the national chairman of the APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu. The speculation is rife that the chairman took a flight of fancy and decided to make a pronouncement beyond his competence. He has allegedly made public his preferred choice as the candidate of the APC for the office of the president in the next general election. This alleged pronouncement runs contrary to the position of the majority of the northern governors in the APC and their counterparts in the south. Our agreement is unanimous on this issue. The office of the president should be contested by a qualified person from the southern part of the country if the move to get a consensus candidate fails. There has been no shift from this settled issue. Let it be known that the chairman or anybody who holds a contrary opinion does so at a personal level. He is at best embarking on a frolic which reasonable people would consider dangerous. We are grieving but not forgotten that power must shift to the south. On this we stand. Signed, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi AKEREDOLU SAN. So there it is right there. AKEREDOLU straddling two horses. So AKEREDOLU straddles two horses. Ajale Koko, I see you. Thomas, I see you. And Efe, I see you. So good to have you, gentlemen. So let me come quickly to you then, Efe, since you might well be a new voice. And what are you then making of the developments as they're evolving today? Efe, to you.
Thank you very much. This is my first time here, and I've been following this program for a while now, and I listen to people's opinion. Concerning the primary today, my own prediction is that it's going to be between Yemi Osinbajo and Tinubu. But I still feel Tinubu has the upper hand. Because yesterday, what happened was that I feel Buhari was trying to bring out, produce his own successor. But at that point, the governors actually disagreed. So, he actually pushed the chairman of the APC to actually make that statement, of which he denied that he didn't.
No, we all know that. Clearly, the chairman could not, of his own back, make that statement. So he told him to go and make it, yes. Carry on, Efe. Have we lost you or have you lost me? All right. I think we may well have lost Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me, anyone?
Yeah, one man.
Oh, all right, let's come to you. I think we've lost Efe somewhat. I don't know. His system was quivering somewhat, but I think we may well have lost him now. So Ajanle Koko.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. We lost you for a moment. So carry on from where you were. Efe.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say is that we will just have to wait till 10 p.m. or probably 11 p.m. Nigerian time to actually know who carries who bears the flag of the APC. But I'm very sure they'll be very careful on selecting someone who will be able to beat Atiku and definitely Peter Obi. Thank you.
I'm giving consideration to Rotimi Amechi now because they clearly don't want Tinubu. He doesn't want to stand down for Shibanjo. And if they go to a primary, I'm not sure if Rotimi Amechi, because Rotimi Amechi's his votes, they remain constant. But his votes would not defeat individually Tinubu or Shibanjo. But their votes are intermixed. So their votes might split to let him in. And that is if we're still conjuring with this narrow field of 5, which we cannot anymore because we know that we're in anything goes politics now.
Based on my own analysis, I don't think Rotimi Amechi would even stand a chance because I feel Tinubu has a very high chance of winning most of the delegates in the north, and in the southwest is also going to win a large percentage of it. So I just feel it's between um Tinubu and Osinbajo. And if Rotimi bears the flag, I'm definitely sure he will not be able to beat Atiku. The only person that can still stand Atiku is Tinubu.
Yes. But I think Yemi Osinbajo might be able to present a fight to Osinbajo because he presents a real choice, because Atiku is of the old guard, the last of the Mohicans, the dirty, rotten, greedy killer politician. So he represents the last stand of that. And Osinbajo somewhat represents a newer face of politics, a more educated, more civilized. So you can draw so people can make the decision based on that. So he might present that fight. But Tinubu is equal measure Atiku. It is that old, rotten, killer, greedy, looter politician. So it's like for like if you pair Tinubu and Atiku. But if you pair Osinbajo versus Atiku, then you might have a fight. But I don't know. It's a lap of the gods.
Actually, Osinbajo, Nigerians are actually 50-50 about him. Some people are saying when he was the acting president, there was this fresh air everywhere. And so people are saying that he's part of this government that has destroyed this nation. So it's actually 50-50. And Tinubu is well loved in the north. He's going to beat Atiku in the north. And that is where most of the vote is coming from. So I still feel if Tinubu bears the flag, APC still stand a chance of retaining power. But Osinbajo, I doubt. Probably to Peter Obi then would have a better chance. Thank you.
All right, brilliant. Well put. Good to have you on board. Are you dialing in from Nigeria?
Yes.
Yes, I could tell because the system is somewhat quaking. You hear that quaking in the Nigerian. But well, good of you to still be able to join us. But let's go then to Ajanle Koko. Ajanle Koko, we cannot state anything categorically anymore, but we can still speculate. So we're in the realms of speculations now, and it's just our opinion because we've been beaten too many times. So they've now come up with a list again of 5 Southerners. What are we making of this list? Is the president going to come from this list, and is ADAMU still right to supervise this process? And are we still expectant of a joker? All of that, Ajanle Koko.
How are you, one man? And
good.
As everybody on the platform. Let me first of all urge our listeners around the world to please click on the like button and share and subscribe if you have not subscribed.
Ajanle Koko, we're losing you somewhat.
Can you hear me now?
We've lost you completely.
Can you hear me now?
Are you dialing in from Nigeria as well? The system in America are worse than Nigeria.
Can you hear me?
You're still speaking. Nobody can hear a word.
You cannot hear me?
Ajanle Koko. Can anyone else hear me? Can anyone else hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear Ajanle Koko. I can hear.
Am I the one?
Can you hear me, one man? I'm hearing you.
Oh, all right, brilliant. Sorry. It was me that wasn't. Sorry, it was my fault. Sorry, carry on, Ajanle Koko.
Okay. All right. Look, one man. The governors of the northern state have spoken. And if we do our analysis among those governors, majority of them are backing Tinubu. So based on that, if the process is free and fair, and those governors stick to their position, I see Tinubu winning the nomination. At the venue of convention today, I am looking forward to a situation where Yemi Osinbajo and the rest of them, and who is that? The governor of Ekiti State, declaring for Tinubu, stepping down and call on their delegates across the country to vote for Tinubu. I believe that is what is going to happen because Yoruba leaders have met all of them twice. And I want to believe that they have concluded an arrangement towards them stepping down for the most candidates among them at the venue. So if the process is run on the basis of free and fair in accordance to the constitution of the party and in accordance to the electoral law, I see Tinubu winning the race. Because it's not going to make sense if all from the West battle against each other to the end. So I don't see them battling against each other to the end. I want to see a situation like what Tambuwa did at the venue, where Oshibajo will come on the rostrum and tell people, I am backing down, and Yemi and governor of Ekiti State will do the same thing, and they will all line behind Tinubu, and Tinubu will emerge as the ticket of the party. That is what I foresee. However, APC is a party that comes out with joker. We have been doing a lot of, we have done a lot of permutation here, and our permutation, APC, changes their position every time. We don't know what is going to happen, but I believe if it is run on the basis of free and fair process, I see Tinubu winning the race because majority of the governors in the north are behind Tinubu candidacy.
All right. I'm glad you put that proviso that if the system is free and fair, because it's just they are making it up as they are going. How is it possible that the imagine a boxing match between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury and the referee in the middle? And as they ring the bell for the first round, the referee goes immediately to Tyson Fury and raises his hand and says, "This is the winner," when even not a point has been thrown. So this is the thing. This is Abdullahi Adamu. So we have to factor him into this this day as well. What happens today? Because he stated the position. He's a very aggressive sort of man, and he will want to do and be damned. Do it and damn it all. So we have to factor that into it as well. But how this process plays out is only when they make an announcement that we can be rested that they have a candidate. But a lot of permutations favor Tinubu. A lot of underhand tactics disfavors him. We know that they don't want him. But how far will they go to ensure that he doesn't get it? Are they happy to smash everything? Because he's saying that if it's not free and fair, there'll be trouble. So are they going to bluff that space and hemorrhage the party? All of that will play out today, Ajanle Koko. Hello? Is anyone hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I think we've lost Ajanle Koko, but I'm not sure. The system's so poor with everybody. You all should live in the UK. We have internet here. But if you live in a third world country like United States of America or Nigeria, then this is what you get. These third world countries like
all those American code.
It's a third world country.
What do you say, one man?
No, don't worry. I was flagging you off, but I'm glad you didn't hear. You hear it in the playback.
Okay.
No, I built up a narrative to take your response, but I think you dipped out for a moment. But let's have Thomas respond to what I said if he's there. Thomas, he is in Australia too, so expect some sort of third world or something. Thomas, are you there? We don't have Thomas. So, Solly, let's come to you.
Yes.
Okay, you heard my build up, so respond to that.
Is it about? I didn't really hear, but I didn't really hear about.
What I was saying essentially is that if he plays out if they let it run, then there's a good chance that Tinubu gets that ticket. But what we know factually is that they don't want Tinubu. And we also know factually that the chairman of the party, who is the umpire in this process, he wants Tinubu out of the way and he wants to have his will. So if they go the dark underhand way, which is what they have been playing up to this point, so I don't see them not playing it today at the moment of decision, they could orchestrate Tinubu out of that ticket. If the process runs, there's a good chance Tinubu takes it. If they try to maneuver it, they will orchestrate him out, and there's a good chance they will try to orchestrate him out. But Tinubu has said if he's cheated out of it, there will be trouble. So I'm saying Abdullahi Adamu is that sort of element that will call his bluff, cheat him out of it, and tell him to go and do his worst. So all of that still to play out, Solly.
Who is the Adamu? Who is the Adamu?
Oh, you don't know who? All right. Let me go to. If you don't know the players, then let me.
No, the only person. That's the only person I don't know.
Let Efe take that on. Efe, do you know who Adamu is?
Yes, I'm the APC chairman.
All right. So you heard my build-up address that.
Yes. What I see playing out there is the cabals. The only best candidate I feel that would actually make this little change that they don't want to happen is Tinubu, coming from what he did as a governor in Lagos State. Out of all the bad eggs, I still feel Tinubu is still that manageable egg that can still make a difference. Because what I feel is just he doesn't have much time to live on earth. I feel he's trying to build a name for himself. So they don't want those developments to happen. They want somebody they can control. You cannot control Tinubu. They can control Yemi Osinbajo. They can tell him to do this or don't do this. So they want somebody they can actually control. And that is what Buhari is trying to play. You know, when you want to be the president after being the president, he will definitely be able to control Yemi Osinbajo or probably Ahmed Lawan. He controlled Ahmed Lawan and he placed every stamp on every bill he brought or every request he brought. Every borrowing request, Ahmed Lawan approved it. So they want somebody they can control. They cannot control Tinubu. So that's what I just feel. And and they do have their secrets. They have their dirty lining of each other. And I feel they would also be very careful. And the northern governors, what I feel from their own end is that they are actually tired of these things happening in the north. They are tired of this bad image of the north. They know what is happening. They know what is going on amongst themselves. They know these things. And I feel that's why they are trying to go behind Tinubu to see if these things can stop. But the cabals, like I said, they want somebody they can control. But this primary election, I don't think Adamu will be able to, insist on any person he wants, because I'm very sure Tinubu is a political giant. He understands the game better than Adamu. He understands the game better than Buhari. So everybody's watching each other. I think it's still on a 50-50 scale. Nobody can actually cheat anybody right now. We just have to wait till 11 p.m.
All right, thank you. So let's hear from Ajan Lekoko on that as well. Let's hear from Ajan Lekoko. If you don't know the main players in Nigerian politics,
I didn't know. When you said who he was, I remember the face.
Who he was. If you don't know the main players and you don't, so how
I
are you
able to? I know the APC
all right.
chairman.
Okay, let's just say from you. But we will discount anything you say because, of course, you often don't know the players. But let's hear from you. He doesn't know who Adamu is and he wants to talk about ABC.
He knows mommy. Don't worry. He knows mommy. He knows mommy.
I want to contribute.
I want to contribute. Look at him.
I'm a APC. APC governor. That is the only person he knows.
He doesn't know who Adamu is. Can you imagine that?
So the way I
Unbelievable.
see it, there are more northern delegates than southern delegates. If they want to play Tinubu, they are just going to take all their delegates and move it towards another southern aspirant, which can be maybe Fayemi or Oshibanjo. That's the way they can play Tinubu. You know, if Buhari does not want Tinubu, they all don't want Tinubu because they can't control him. They can't cheat him of this thing, and the only way they can cheat him is by getting the northern votes, because Buhari has told them that they should make it, and they've all agreed with their northern governors that they should give the presidency to a southern person. They are not going to take their delegates votes and vote it to a northern person and disobey. They are going to give all their votes to one southern person, and they are going to use it to betray Tinubu. That's how me I see it.
Yeah,
If they want to
but
do that.
can we say it like that though? If we're going off the back of what Simon Lalong said, and we have to we cannot be just take these people at their words, but they said they shortlisted to that list of 5
Yeah,
Tinubu, Oshibanjo, Amechi, Devu Mahi, and Fayemi, and they took
yeah.
that list to Buhari, and Buhari told them that he's comfortable with any of these 5. So if we are literal, which we know not to be, but if we are literal with that statement by Buhari, that is to say that may the best man win. But then of course we know that Buhari has his own plans. So may the best man win is a Tinubu victory, but may the cabal win is anybody but Tinubu. May the cabal win is actually an Ameti victory.
One man, when you say me the best man win for Buhari, you can't say it's
Yeah.
Tinubu. You can't just say it's Tinubu, because if he wanted to give it to Tinubu, why hasn't
No,
backed it?
no,
Why
no,
hasn't
no.
he backed
No.
it?
I didn't say may the best man win for
Ah,
Buhari.
okay.
If
Okay.
Buhari doesn't influence it and it just says let them fight it out, may the best man
Ah,
win, then there's
yes.
a good chance Tinubu takes it. But if they say may the best man win, but as we know, they are always scheming in the dark corridors. So that's Tinubu has no chance. So I'm saying let them fight it out. Tinubu has a good chance. We will orchestrate it. Tinubu does not.
Honestly, one man, I don't think that's how it's going to play out today. That's just how I see it. If they wanted to give it to him, the whole party would know he's the one by now. The way he's agitating, the way he's not relaxed, the way it's because maybe for the first time in a long time, things are out of his control. He doesn't have full control of everything. That's why he's saying this, saying that, not being himself.
No,
But
he's
at
putting
the
up
end
a
of the day,
fight. He's putting up,
No, sorry,
and that has to be admired. He's putting up a
one
fight.
man, it doesn't even
Yeah.
look like he's
sorry
putting
to
up a
cut you short.
fight.
I don't
It
think
looks
I don't
like
think he's not
he's
relaxed though. I feel he's relaxed. He's relaxed. What he
from all
You
said
mean
his
at
comments.
Tinubu?
Ogun State, yes, he's
Yeah.
relaxed. What he said at Ogun State is just trying to remind Dakwa Abiodun. He doesn't want it after the whole thing. Probably discovers that Ogun State didn't vote for him. He's just trying to remind. And I don't think Yemi Osinbajo stand it. In the last election, Yemi Osinbajo didn't win his local government. He didn't win his local government. He didn't win his local government. So I don't think he's fully relaxed. He has the northern governors, Ganduje, Kano has the highest number of delegates. Kano has the highest number of delegates. And everywhere Ganduje goes, he beats his chest for Tinubu. So I think most of the votes, I got a notification, or I saw a news on Twitter now. Enugu and is it Enugu and Abia State from the southeast? They were wearing Tinubu face cap at the accreditation at the ICC. They were wearing his face cap. So I think he's fully relaxed, except if Mr. Ajani Koko said, except if it is not a free and fair process, and that is what he's trying to to resolve before. He doesn't want the medicine after death. He's trying to apply that cure now before it is something else. And I think that is why even the northern governors actually quickly stood up to that consensus candidate.
All right. It'll be interesting, but thankfully it ends today, one way or the other, because I think we're all tired of it somewhat, but so thankfully it ends today. Let me see if we have Thomas now. So Thomas, are you there? Still no Thomas. Let's go to World Peace. World Peace, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, one man.
All right, brilliant. So, World Peace, to that topic that we were all discussing, and then add on to it the note by Fayose to want Tinubu to proceed with extreme caution, reminding him memory lane of Awolowo and Abiola. Are they going to give him that infamous Abiola tea? Is what he's suggesting. Is it? He should not drink any tea at that convention. No tea. You know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, everybody's expecting it. Maybe because everybody's expecting it, this is not talk about my back out or retract from that part.
There's nothing they would love more than to kill him, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I hope because everybody's expecting that, they will make them to backtrack and maybe find another different solution. Giving Tinubu the ticket is not a bad thing. Not like any of them is good. Both of them are, both the Atiku and Tinubu, they are all devils. So, but at least a South person is getting it. South person is getting it is okay. But for me, what I'm saying, this APC, as Jaliko said, they are playing people too much. It's like they listen to your show one month, then they decide what to do the next day after
this
people.
Is it. I will decide the president. You are right to say that.
After they listen to your show, they go back and change their narrative and do whatever they want to do. Look at Adamu that is deciding he that have 15 billion naira scandal. He and his son, isn't it, when he was a governor.
Yes, we covered that here.
And now he's here now, maybe like Alpha and Omega. Anyway, I don't know how APC arrange a vote. I don't know where they see it is 800 something delegates for Buhari. They say Buhari control 800 something delegates inside the 2,900 delegates. They have 2,800 delegates. So if Ganduje is beating his chest, Ganduje delegate alone will not give Tinubu the ticket. Whoever Buhari strictly supports, plus a few other delegates, person takes the vote. So that's why Buhari is trying to play the neutral ground, or how do I say it, the neutral man that is not supporting anybody, so that don't point the finger at him at the end of the day. But it's clear they don't want to give it to Tinubu. I was seeing one chart, just I don't know what is real again, what is fake. They said they have cut the ticket to cut the people to 3 in nomination aspirant to 3. Amechi, Tinubu, and Sibajo, but I don't know how true it is.
That really should be the field, because Dave Umahi is just there for keepsake now. It's just
yeah.
I mean, who Dave Umahi? I mean, for with all due respect, Dave Umahi, who is interested?
Yeah, those people will not go anywhere. Everybody knows those will not go anywhere. Everybody knows that those will
go. The Fayemi though, he a lot of, especially people like Solly, he's a name that a lot of people have time for.
Yeah, but give people like Fayemi is not the problem. The problem is that APC have to do 10 times what they're going to do now to sell Fayemi to the people at the general election, which will strain them a lot. So people like somebody like Tinubu or Sibajo, it will be more difficult for them again. They just have to add little to it. You understand? So let's see. But that of Tinubu, I will say they should tread with caution, and I believe maybe he will get it. If he doesn't get it, well, we will not be surprised. But I have 80% that he will get it if they go to the primaries. If it's him, Osinbajo, and Amechi, I believe he will get it. If Buhari don't play the fast one on him. But don't trust the Northern Cabal. And that of former Ekiti governor, that's Fayose, right? Yeah, true. Yeah,
one thing about the Abiola
yeah. It has happened once, it happened twice. So Tinubu not supposed to be surprised. He's supposed to. I hope he has something to leverage. Probably that's why he's so confident. Probably he has their own dirty book that he will open if they're refusing the ticket, because the writing's on the wall. They have done it to Abiola, they have done it to Awolowo, so he will not be different. And we see Tombawa doing it to Wike, and see the way they received Tombawa after that primary is like receiving. I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like a hero's welcome.
It's a hero welcome, like you deliver us, like we are supposed to, like we are dying before you came to deliver us.
I don't know why we keep on being surprised by these people. They've never done things differently. They do the same things all the time, and every time they do it, when they stab Tinubu in the back, now everybody will be alarming that look at what we can't know what they have always done. Is that a surprise?
Yeah, they do the same thing. It's only we that expecting different result. They're doing the same thing all over again. It's very clear. Shehu Sani tweeted about it long ago that they will not give Tinubu, that BUHARI will not give it to Tinubu, And so, and we are seeing it now. If they're going to give it to Tinubu, like I said, they would have given him since. But they would have chosen a consensus candidate and give it to him and let everybody forget about all this stress, and let's maybe go vote the third first. We go vote Shore or Peter Obi, or just keep our vote and let them write their own this thing. But it's sad, really, really sad that they are the Northern Cabal is really deciding the southern space for us. I don't know if people understand what's really going on. They are deciding who will come out for us, not we deciding who will run for us.
But that's what we had. That's what we had in 1999 as well, isn't it? When the Southerners wanted Falaye, but the Northerners, because of his military background and their relationship with him, they just put Obasanjo on the stage.
Put Obasanjo. Now they are playing. They do the same thing again right now, deciding who will come, whether Amechi or Simbajo or Tinubu. We're not guessing. We don't even have a vote to determine that space. In that APC primaries, South don't even have the vote to determine if Tinubu must be the one. Is the Northern governor? Can you imagine that? Northern governor deciding they decided power come to the South. They didn't say power go to Tinubu, power go to the South. Then who in the South? Is it Amechi? Just keep everybody guessing. So it's very funny. But I hope Tinubu gets it. If he gets it, it's okay. He has been fighting for it. If he doesn't, then I believe we will learn our lessons in a very hard way.
If Tinubu gets it, it's down to that idiom, that they never give up idiom, that because there has been so many moments in time that we've buried this guy Tinubu, but he's telling you that he's not dead yet. How many times have we buried him and he's still he's saying I'm not dead yet?
Like the Benin will say, they say you are killing an animal in the forest. If it's not dead, you don't put inside your bag until the animal dies, So Tinubu is a cat with the 9 lives, He's really, really trying. But I hope this cabal don't come for him in a very, very vicious way, But let's see. But I know one thing for sure: they won't do him too dirty because they still need him. They won't just do it dirty like that.
Yes, and they don't want him to have the moral high ground to take back to Yoruba land and then destroy their party. So that's why Fayose is warning him: be careful of the Abiola tea.
Yes. So nobody really know what is their end game, right? End plan right now. This not a cabal, but I know everybody know that they need Tinubu. They don't want to do it dirty because they're doing dirty. It will shift the dynamics in APC for real. Tinubu have force. It will shift the gameplay in APC, and that will affect them a lot. So. That's how I see it, one man.
Oh, all right, brilliant. Well put. So let's try Thomas one more time. Thomas, are you there now? All right. I don't know, man. This is Thomas. This is Thomas. I didn't mute you. So let me see. No, I didn't mute you. So Thomas, are you there now? No. Okay, let's go back to Ajanle Koko. So Ajanle Koko, in the trajectory of today, a lot of things will happen. So round about 5:45 p.m. Round about 5:45 p.m. today, Malam Buhari will actually at 3:40. Abdullahi Adamu will make his speech as the chairman of the party. So between 4:45 and 5:45, actually at 5:45. Malam Buhari would then make a speech before voting then commences at 6 p.m. So that 15-minute slot is going to impact on what happens subsequently. So what are you expecting to hear from Malam Buhari in that 15-minute speech? 5:45, a timestamp in the history of APC and Nigeria, Ajanle Koko. What are you expecting to hear from his speech? Oh no, Ajanle Koko, we can't hear you, man. No. No, we can't. We can hear you, but if you listen back, you hear it. It's just
Oh, it's bad. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there, where you are now.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah, from that spot. Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Okay. I expect his message to carry a message of leadership, a leadership that is not partisan, is not supporting any one of them, a message that we state clearly that the process is free and fair, and whoever that emerges as the candidate is ready to put his weight behind that person towards the general election. And if he makes such statement, that will calm down the suspicion.
No, you faded out again, Ajanle Koko.
Oh, okay. Can you? Well, I'm driving.
Yes, I guess you were not. Yeah, I guess you were. Yeah. Let's hear from Vin. No, it's gone. Let's hear from Vin. Vin. So the conversation around what is a fast evolving, very fluid political situation. Over the last 3 days, we've done 2 cycles of what should obtain, only to land where we were, but only to be deviated, to be diverted somewhat quite sharply by the chairman of the party. He remains chairman to superintend this process, which he has already stated his prejudice. What are you expecting as an outcome for today, Vin?
Good afternoon, one man. Thank you for having me. I don't know if you can hear me very well.
Yeah, perfectly. Ghana has the best internet. This is what you're saying. Better than America.
Can you hear me, one man, now?
We can hear you a bit now, but Vin now has taken the floor.
Oh, okay. Vin is on. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Ajanle Koko, and good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon, my brother from Ghana.
Yes, sir.
Everything is from Ghana.
Yeah. You see, one man, that convention, ab initio, has been corrupted. And I am not surprised what is going to, pen out, after, I think by 10 o'clock when the result will be published. A system that has been corrupted will never have my blessing, and I will not support it. That is the way the Nigerian, politics is being, conducted, unlike any other place. You see, I heard it. In fact, all the news media, electronic media in Nigeria carried it with a chairman of the party who's supposed to be a referee coming out with a consensus candidate, which they have debunked. If that man would do that, I expect the party, although it is too, sudden, to remove him because he is not impartial. What is going to happen there today has already been corrupted. So I don't give any credence to the outcome of that primaries that will happen today. One man.
Yes, you're absolutely right. In any civilized, even uncivilized process, how can before the match kick off, a referee announce the winner, and then you say no, that person is not the winner, but then you say the referee can carry on to referee the. Imagine a tennis match between Boris Becker and whoever and Sampras, and the referee says the winner is Boris, and you say no, it's not the winner. I say carry on the match. So every call that the referee makes in the course of that match, now you're expecting it to favor that victory he has already announced. This is what is playing out in APC, and they are going to. It's the worst of everything. We've never seen it so bad.
Yes, one man. It is not good. That is not democracy. Democracy should be seen, be practiced from the party that is going to present a candidate that is going to carry on democratic process in the national level. If the participant and the referees within this party is doing what they are doing as we have seen it now, then it places a lot of black dots, black stain on whatever process that is going to bring out a candidate. And I will go further to say, no matter who comes out as the as the candidate elect, that person will not have the strength to beat the other one. That is what, whether it's Tinubu, whether it is Omahi, whether anybody that comes out there, Nigerians know them. Unless they rig the election, they will never win that, presidential election. For this process that has been, this one has further, exposed, APC National Working Committee, the corruption, the Gagatua corruption that is going on in that, party. It is on. I have not seen such practices before. I have not seen it. Like I told you earlier on, any person that is going to emerge there by 10 o'clock p.m. today, it's not credible to me, one man. That is all I have to say about that. And I expect the other parties now, like the Labour, to take advantage of what is going on, and Nigerians to please rally around the person that you know that is going to deliver, and allow that person, irrespective of where the person's come from, irrespective of his ethnicity. We are looking for someone that is coming to amend the broken parts of that nation. That nation has been badly broken, religiously, ethnicity, whichever way you want to call it. It has been horribly damaged. We need someone that is going to improve the life of an average Nigerian and need the terror, the insurgency that is going on in the land, that have made so many people in our land dead. People that just went in to go and worship their God. That is the foundation. Anything less than that, I will not support it. That is my position.
All right. And would you recommend that Tinubu not drink any tea at that convention, Abiola style?
Okay, one man, something that I wanted to say. You see, I felt for Osibanjo, no matter, although he is in a place where he not supposed to be, where he seems to have no say of what is going on. I sympathize with him, and I glorify God that he was not dead in that accident that happened the other,
No,
I think, few days ago.
it wasn't. So that space has been clarified, Vin.
Okay.
Oshibajo was not actually in an accident. He was on his way to Owo to go and commiserate with the people there. And in the course of that journey, he saw an accident and he stopped to help. And then he ordered that his ambulance and the retinue there, that they conveyed the victims to a hospital, and he carried on with his journey. So it was actually just using the accident that he saw as a photo opportunity for his campaign. And that somewhat seems to have backfired on him somewhat.
That's okay. I hope that he will be free. And Tinubu, although I don't like him as a president of Nigeria, he should be careful of what is going to happen there today. So there are so many things, they said what Nigeria cannot do does not exist. So he must be careful what he is going to do there today. And those that are around him must be watchful, for that man, because they must look out for that man. And I pray that nothing happens to him. After all, he's a Southerner. He's my mother's brother as well, irrespective of where he comes from, because my mother is a old Southern Nigerian. Thank you, one man.
All right, brilliant. Okay, let's hear from Paulo. Paulo, good to have you. Let's hear your thoughts on the latest developments. Paulo, unmute yourself. Yeah.
Thank you, Oma. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are.
Yes, and sorry, can I ask the people comfortable with having their cameras on to have it on? You know, people have been complaining that they are not seeing faces. So anybody that is, yeah, good. Well done, Paulo. So yeah, to you.
Yeah. Basically, thank you, one man, for this platform. I've been following you for some time now. Basically, you're doing a very good job. And to be honest with you, I've been following you for the past about a year now, even before you start doing the video where you have
Live streams, yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to your voice when you read the news and everything. I've been following you, and you've been doing a great job. Basically, to be honest with you, I'm not happy, with what is going on in Nigeria. The recent developments, and basically with with the APC government, is heartbreaking. To be honest with you, I know what's happening right now. Is due to the fact that we want the presidency to come to the south and all that. But these guys, we sometimes say, oh, they're intelligent. Yeah, we try to see as if they're not what they're doing. But to be honest with you, one man, they know what they're doing. As in the northern elites. But our leaders from the south as well, they're complicit. What do I mean? Because of their political interests, because of their selfish interests, they don't care what happened to a common man, in the south. Just like what happened in Ondo, in Owo, for example. Igbo has been, saying that these guys, they're around, they want to they don't take over our farmlands, they don't take over our lands and all that. But still, because of their own selfish interest, I know that Buhari knows what he's doing, to be honest with you, because in 2014, 15, I was part of those that were actually, said, okay, we need change because of the corruption and everything. We need good governance. I left Nigeria not because I want to leave Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I don't have any other country than Nigeria, but I left because of economic circumstances. But I know that they know as I speak to you right now, they know who they want to become the president of Nigeria. Peter Obi has his own game plan. The youth actually want him because it's credible. He has experience based on Anambra State. He's been one time a governor of Anambra State. Accountability, transparency was part of his government. But one man, by 10 o'clock this evening, don't be surprised that the northern governors, yesterday they were saying, oh, we want the presidency to go to the south. Okay, but they've got their game plan. If Atiku has emerged as the PDP candidate, right? They will say, okay, let's try to convince the southern people that we want the power to shift to the south. Fair enough, but mind you, they might go underground to support their own. Okay, if say for example, Osibanjo or Tinubu become the candidate, which obviously I'm thinking probably Tinubu might be the candidate from the southwest, they will still go behind and support Atiku. And you're going to have another Fulani person to become the president of Nigeria. You can't blame them. They'll say, after all, you have 11.
Sorry, Paulo. A lot of people actually agree with you. A lot of people they are insisting that anything outside of a Tinubu flag bearer is an Atiku strategy. So they are going to field a weak candidate for Atiku to defeat so that they can return the mandate they stole from him in 2019.
One man. Because we from the south, we said, you know what, we want power to shift to the south, we want our own person to become, fair enough. They'll be like, okay, fine, you know what? Because of the mood of the nation, because of how the people are feeling, okay, let's appease them. Now we've zoned it now to the south. PDP made their own open. Okay, so they made their own open. Atiku as a match as the candidate of the PDP. Now APC will now say, okay, you know what? If we now say let it be zoned to the south, I mean to the north, then they're going to be problem in the country. So you know what? Let's support the candidacy from the south. So if they produce, for example, Osibajo, for example, or Tinubu, which I believe it's either going to be Osibajo or Tinubu. If it's going to be Tinubu, for example, fine, fair enough. Oh, APC has zoned it to the southwest, and Tinubu has emerged as the flag bearer of APC. So what else are we going to complain about? We can't complain about anything. So for me personally, I know their strategy. I know their plans, but at the same time, we have to think twice and say, you know what, these guys, they've been tricking us. They've been playing on our intelligence. I don't want to. I'm not here to campaign. I'm not here to campaign for anybody. But as youth, I will urge us to rally around and support Peter Obi.
And look at that. How did I know that was where you were going? What took you so long? We all knew that was where you were going. So what took you so long to get there?
One man, at the end of the day, see, we don't need money because, listen, since 1999, we've been in democracy. What have we benefited as citizens of that country? Even in the north, they've not even benefited. I was born in Jos. Okay? I was born in Jos. And I do go to Nigeria almost frequently. I just came back from Nigeria about 3 weeks ago. It's difficult back home, one man. It's difficult. People are suffering. And you can imagine if somebody can spend about $10,000 or $20,000, for example, Nigerian youth are more wiser now. People are more wiser. So they don't care about any money you bring around. I was just discussing I was discussing a few days ago that AKEREDOLU was changed, and I told the person that don't worry, AKEREDOLU will be given the ticket. He was like, no. I said, why? AKEREDOLU went to the PDP convention in Abuja. He was loyal, and I said for the fact that he was loyal, they want to buy the youth in. Okay, he will be given the ticket because he wasn't disrespectful. He was calm. He was showing loyalty to the party. He was going to be given. Yesterday, I saw the breaking news that he was given the ticket for the House of Rep to represent Etiosa local government, Etiosa. So they will try all they could, to buy us over. But it's less for us now because I'm conversing back home. I talk to my guys back home. I'm not networking back home. They say, you know what? Let not these guys fool us anymore. We don't need any Fulani to rule us for the next 8 years. Okay, that's my point. Thank you, Mr. One Man.
All right, brilliant. Good to hear from you, and good to hear your voice. I take it you are based in America somewhere.
No, I'm based in UK.
All right, brilliant. But your backdrop doesn't look like a UK. It looks your building doesn't look UK. Oh, okay. All right. You see that little window? Oh, is that your door? Okay, that's your door.
Why would it look like UK when everybody want to copy America?
Look at that.
All of you in UK and every part of the world. They want to do it. They want to copy America, everything. Look at all these European people. They cannot stand on their own. They have to follow America.
Okay, that's UK. Look at that. So that's UK. That's UK. Very much so. You have to tidy up your garden, though. Tidy up your garden.
One man. I will. One man. You see, the fence structure of UK is just like the fence structure in Ghana. If you stand outside, you will see what is going on in my compound. So we don't have this wall. That is just exactly what I see there.
The fence structure in Nigeria is like Fort Knox. It's like a fortress. You have to build
even
a
if fire is
prison.
burning, you can't jump out.
You see, you have to build a prison around yourself. You imprison yourself. So thank you, gentlemen. I must dash off to go do something important. Rational Mind was coming on, but we hear from him later. Solly, I think are you chasing babes with this new look that you are carrying? But gentlemen. Today, that day now that we know finally, and then we go to the next phase of politics after today to start to match up the candidate. So hopefully we get a name that we can play with. But don't hold your breath and don't form any fixed opinions. They've diddled us too many times. We will not be diddled anymore. But today, hopefully by 10, 11 p.m. Nigerian time, we will be live on stream. Everybody, of course, you know where to be. You must be here. And we will try and live stream as much of it as we can as we arrive down at that name that Buhari wants to present. So, gentlemen, I'll see you later. I'll leave it there, carry conversation on within the comment section and here.
Thank you, one man.
Peace.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thomas, I came to you 3 times. You did not say anything.
I step out. I don't know. Don't worry. I will come in the evening.
Yes,
so we can.
I came to you 3 times.
No worries.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much.